Hey Jam fam, let's take God at His word today. Today I wanted to talk about what this good news includes. If you go to Romans chapter 1 verse 17, it says, "For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith," right? Now before I explain to you this verse, I wanted to talk about Martin Luther's life, how he perceived this righteousness. So he goes on to say that he hates the word, the righteousness of God. Apparently he was taught, the teachings that he heard condemned him. They only talked about this righteous God punishing the unrighteous person, punishing the sinner, judging the sinner. Those were the kind of teachings he heard. That's why I remember in the last week's episode I spoke about how important it is to be specific about who you hear from, because they either condemn you or build you up. Here Martin Luther was condemned by the teachings that sinners will be punished, and God is super righteous, and that's why it built up a disturbed sinful conscience within him. And here he also admits that he hated that righteous God who used to punish, who punishes the unrighteous. He had that bitterness toward God because first he goes on to say, first, because of Adam's sin, people are already under the dominion of sin. Was it not enough that God gave 10 commandments? As if this 10 commandments in Adam's sin was not enough, God gave this gospel full of righteousness that in turn, if not followed, will give birth to wrath and fury. What is God trying to do? There is no peace in my conscience. That's how he thought. He was always disturbed. And you know what? He was a monk. It's not like he didn't spend time hearing or anything. He heard, but he didn't hear what was right. And now if I want to read out few other points that he said. How he was transformed? Because of Romans 1:17. When he was meditating on it day and night, he said, when he was meditating on it, he understood that righteousness is not my own. It's a gift of God. And in the second part of the 17th verse, it says, "The one who has been justified by faith shall live." When he understood that part, that it's not righteous by works that lives, but the righteous that have been made righteous by faith, they will live. When he understood it's not by effort, but it's a gift of God. When he understood that it's not works, but the free gift of God that transformed him. He admits and he says that when I understood this truth, it was like I was in front of paradise with open gates. So that means before that he thought God shut doors on his face. When he understood the nature of the righteousness that we are in today, that means the gift that we have today from God, he changed his thinking. That's what we have to understand, my friend. So don't rely on your effort, don't rely on your works. This is what I really enjoyed reading from his story. He perceived God totally wrong because of wrong teachings and everything. But when he meditated, he was curious because it was bothering him. He meditated day and night. He was wondering what Paul meant. Why did Paul write? When he was reading Romans 1:17, changed his thinking. That's why when you read the Bible, you shouldn't just flip. You should meditate on it. You should ask the Holy Spirit to teach you what exactly Holy Spirit meant when it was written. Because nobody writes it just like that. They write it by the power of the Holy Spirit. So Holy Spirit is the correct person you can ask. This is what the good news includes, my friend, because in it is revealed the righteousness from faith to faith. That means righteousness is something that you get by believing in Jesus and that he became sin so that we might be made righteous. Righteousness is a gift. It's not a wage for your work. It's not salary. It is a free gift. So receive it. That's why this is the good news, because Jesus revealed, he gave us this free gift that we can never ever possess by our own. Thank God for grace. Thank God for Jesus. So my Jam fam, this is grace for you. God bless you.